welcome back to Simple Life with Chris and Tara. Today we are making 7-layer cookies. So first off, go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and you will be needing a 9 by 13 inch pan. First ingredient you're going to need is 1.5 cups of graham cracker crumbs. And the best kind to get, I think, for this dish is the original flavor. Don't get the kind that has like honey or cinnamon. So when you 1.5 cups of graham crackers, crumbs, and you can also, they do sell the crumbs already crushed up, but for whatever reason, I always feel like these make a better dessert when you crush them up yourself. And to crush up your graham crackers, it's very easy. You're simply going to take your graham crackers, and we have a gallon size Ziploc baggie. Let's just go ahead and put the whole package in, and we'll go from there, of graham crackers. And then the easiest way I found to break up your graham crackers is just by using a rolling pin, and so you can just crunch them up, pound on them as well, and kind of pick them up and stir them around. They don't have to be really fine, but just kind of so they're not in the big sheets. So you just kind of swish them around. I still have a few big chunks, so I'm trying to break those big chunks up. You know, and even if you don't have a rolling pin, you know, you could use anything that has a little bit of weight. You could use another bowl, or you could use like a canned food item. This is anything that you could use to smush up the graham crackers. The ingredients you'll need for the 7-layer cookies are 1.5 cups of your graham cracker crumbs, and then 1 stick of melted butter, a 12-ounce package of your chocolate chips, and then a 12-ounce package of your butterscotch chips, and then 1 cup of sweetened coconut, and then 1 can of your sweetened condensed milk. If you're using graham crackers out of a box you have to crush yourself, it took exactly one of these sleeves plus one cracker out of another one to equal 1.5 cups that you'll need for this recipe. So now, go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And we're going to mix up our graham cracker crumbs with our melted butter in a bowl. Okay. And then we'll just go ahead and get this mixed in real good. Now that our graham crackers and our butter are all mixed in, pour it into your 9 by 13 baking dish. And you're just simply going to press it into your pan, the bottom of your pan. So this will be your first layer of your cookies that you're making. There you go. I think that looks pretty good. Okay. So the good thing about these 7-layer cookies, they are so easy to make. So now we've got our first layer down, and now we're going to take our butterscotch, and you're just simply going to spread them on your pan. Spread them out evenly. So there is your layer number 2. Okay, and we'll just kind of make sure we have them kind of evened up a little bit. Okay, now that we have our butterscotch morsels down, now the next layer we're going to add is our semi-sweet chocolate chips. So you simply just put these down and spread them out evenly over top of the butterscotch. Next for your layer will be your sweetened coconut. And we are using the sweetened coconut. I know there's unsweetened and there's sweetened, but in this recipe we are using the sweetened coconut. So now your next ingredient will be our sweetened condensed milk, and you do use a whole can. And so we're just going to pour it on. And now some people, which is the 7th layer, like to take and put nuts on top. We do make ours without the nuts, so that would be like your 7th layer. So I guess you could say ours is a 6-layer cookie. So now we are ready to go ahead and stick this into the oven. And our oven has been preheated to 350 degrees. And you're going to bake it for about a half an hour. Okay, well there it is straight out of the oven, and it looks and smells really good. And it ended up taking like between 30 and 45 minutes to cook. Hi guys, welcome back to Simple Life with Chris and Tara. Today we are making reindeer chow. So the ingredients you're going to need for this recipe is 1 box of your Rice Chex cereal, 3/4 cup of peanut butter, and we are using creamy peanut butter, 2 cups of chocolate chips, 2.5 cups of our powdered sugar we've got measured out, some Christmas colored M&Ms. And you also need a gallon size Ziploc baggie, and then 2 cookie sheets lined with parchment paper. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and pour our chocolate chips into our mixing bowl. So there's 1 cup of our chocolate chips, and we need 1 more. There, whoops, go ahead and add it in there. So 2 cups ends up being a whole bag of the 12-ounce chocolate chips. So if you just buy a 12-ounce bag of chocolate chips, you'll know that is 2 cups worth. You won't even have to measure them out. Okay, next we are going to add our peanut butter. So now you're going to take your chocolate chips and your peanut butter, and you're going to pop them in the microwave, and you want to go ahead and microwave for 30 seconds. And each time you take it out, stir it up, and then pop it in again. It's going to take at least 90 to 120 seconds worth, but you just want to make sure you're doing it only at 30 seconds at a time. Okay, so our peanut butter and our chocolate is completely melted. And again, it's make sure you're after every 30 seconds you are stirring it up. And this took, I believe, 90 seconds to have ours all mixed up. So now we're going to go ahead and take our cereal, and we're just going to start mixing in a little bit at a time with our chocolate and peanut butter. Just kind of stir it around. It does say to use the whole box in this recipe, and I was wondering if that's really going to be the case, but it looks like it might be because I'm more than halfway through the box, so we'll see. I maybe should have gotten a bigger mixing bowl. As you can tell, I went ahead and I had to go into a bigger bowl, and this was a 12-ounce box of cereal. So I think this is more than enough we have in here. And we're going to take our gallon size baggie, and we're going to pour your powdered sugar into the Ziploc bag. Let's just pour it in there. Okay. Usually in the past when I've made this before, I've used like a paper bag to mix it up and shake it in, but we didn't have a paper bag, so we are opting for the plastic baggie. So this is going to be where the messy part comes in. And just start scooping in your cereal mixture into your powdered sugar. And then once we have that in there, we're going to just give it a good shake, and it'll all be coated with the powdered sugar. Okay, so now you can see we have only some of our, we don't have all of our cereal in there yet, just a little bit. And we gotta make sure we got it sealed up. And then you're just gonna simply give it a good shake. And then you wanna have take your 2 lined cookie sheets that you have with parchment paper. So you can see in there how they're all coated now with the powdered sugar. Okay, now you just wanna get all your pieces of your cereal out that's coated with the chocolate out of the powdered sugar and put it on your cooking sheet. Just try to shake off the excess powdered sugar that you have best you can. But you just want to let it set because it needs to be completely cool before you put it in the container to store it. You just want to make sure it's completely cool and dry. Now, it has been a while since I've made this, and now I am remembering why I used a paper bag, because it was much easier just to have it, shake it all at once and be done with it versus having to do it little bit by bits. But that's okay. It's still going to work out all the same. It's just we have all of our reindeer chow down, or reindeer food, whichever way you prefer to call it. We're going to go ahead and set these aside and make sure this let them set for a little bit before we transfer them into our container. Okay, so our reindeer food is ready. And I got this strainer out. We're going to go ahead and put them in here so I can shake the rest of the excess of the powdered sugar off, and then we'll dump it into our container. And also, I forgot, I wanted to add some of our red and green M&Ms that we had. But this is just another quick Christmas treat you can make for your holiday dinner. And then some more of our red and green M&Ms to mix in. Well, there you go, guys. There is our reindeer food. Go ahead and give this a try. Quick, easy recipe for your Christmas dinner or Christmas dessert.